First Saturday of the new year here. Welcome to the World Storytelling Cafe and our program, which is a sort of open mic for young storytellers. And the youngest of storytellers that join us are sitting a continent or two away from us, from where I'm sitting. And they're in Korea, and we're going to start with Korea, and I'm going to hand over to Alicia in Korea from to introduce the tellers. Over to you, Alicia.
Okay, right. Uh, Hello. Happy New Year, dear friends of the World Student Cafe. It is a joy to be all of you. And today, two young Korean international storytellers and have arrived carrying very old Korean stories in their hand. So these are not simply folk tales from the past, but wisdoms passed down through generations, brewing culture breathing again through children's voices. Right. Today, first, and from now on, I'm going to introduce first the Korean storyteller. Her name is Anna Hyunjang Kim, and from South Korea. Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Sena Hyunjung Kim from South Korea. Today's story is The Spring of Youth. Have you ever imagined a magical spring that can make you young again? Your white hair turned black, your wrinkles disappeared, and your skin became smooth. Today, let's discover the secret of this magical water together. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a kind grandfather and grandmother. They were very happy. One day, the grandfather ran to the forest to gather wood. While walking in the forest, he found a little bird caught in a trap. "Oh, poor thing," said the grandfather, gently freeing the bird from the trap. Then, something surprising started happening. "Thank you, grandfather. Please follow me," the bird suddenly said. The grandfather followed the little bird and found a magical spring. The spring was sparkling with light. The grandfather drank a sip of water. Suddenly, his white hair turned black, his wrinkles disappeared, and his skin became smooth. He felt like a young man again. Oh, he ran home to show his wife. "Dear, dear, come quickly and see me." Grandmother was shocked to see the younger looking grandfather. "Oh my, what happened to you?" The grandfather laughed and said, "I drank from magical spring and became young again. You should try it too." The grandfather drank a sip of water the grandfather brought. Then her white hair turned black, her wrinkles disappeared, and her skin became smooth. It was truly magical. The couple happily looked at each other, amazed at their younger selves. At the moment, a greedy grandfather from the village saw them. He asked the kind grandfather where the spring was and went into the forest. "I'll drink all the magical water and become the strongest, youngest man in the world," he said. He reached the magical spring. He drank a whole gulp of water. Then his white hair turned black. His wrinkles disappeared. "Oh, this is amazing." But his great drink. He kept drinking more and more and more. I'll drink it all. Then something strange started happening. The great grandfather's body began to shrink. Oh no! My body! My voice! No, I just wanted to be younger. The great grandfather's head got smaller, his beard disappeared, and his head shrank. In the end, the greedy grandfather turned into a baby, forgetting everything. Then, the kind grandfather, angry mother, found the baby and said, "Oh, he turned into a baby. How sad. We have to take care of them." They took the baby with them. The end. Thank you for listening to my story.
That was wonderful. Okay, Alicia, could you introduce your next teller? I just thought that was amazing.
One of my favourite stories from Korea. It's absolutely beautiful.
And do you want to be young? And why don't you drink Korean water? Okay.
Yeah, I'm. If you could tell me where that well is, I'll shoot across to Korea. I promise not to drink much, but I'd like a few of my muscles back and my
Good.
memory.
If you retell this story, maybe you might getting younger and younger every day. Now,
Well, I try.
thank you. Now, next storyteller, Jonathan Junyoung-son, Princeton International School. Jonathan, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Hello. Oh no. It's echoing.
You're looking good, Jonathan. Please start.
So, okay. Hello everybody. My name is Justin Young-sun from South Korea. I'd love to share a funny story with you. It's a Korean traditional folk tale about a goblin called Dokkaebi. Oh, sorry, because it's like this. I hope you enjoy listening to my story. And I want to show you Dokkaebi magic to you. Dear audience, please turn on your microphone. And I say Urshigu. You audience say Jershigu. Urshigu.
Just go.
Urshigu.
Just go.
Long ago in a village, there lived an old man with a large lump on his chin. He was poor, but hardworking and kind-hearted and an excellent singer. 얼씨구 절씨구 에야디야 에야디야. One day, while cutting trees deep in the mountains, the sky grew dark and started to rain. The old man took shelter in an empty house he found nearby. Feeling lonely and bored, he began to sing loudly. 얼씨구 절씨구 에야디야 에야디야. 얼씨구 절씨구 에야디야 에야디야. After that moment, Sun Goblin heard the song and came into the house. The old man could hardly believe his eyes. "Old man, your songs are wonderful to hear," the goblin said. "How can we sing as well as you?" Trembling with fear, the old man answered, "The sound of my songs comes from the lump on my face." "Really? Then we'll take this lump and give it this magical club instead. And so they gave him a magical club. Not only had the old man got rid of his lump, but he had also received the goblin's club. When they struck the ground with the club while chanting, "Gimme, gimme, gimme gold and silver. Gimme, gimme, gimme gold and silver." Gold and silver poured out. In a neighboring village lived another old man with a large lump on his chin, who was very greedy. Upon the news, he wanted a magical goblin club by himself. So he immediately went to the empty house and sang a nonsensical song. 얼씨구 철씨구 에야디야 에야디야. My song is the best. The goblin heard the song and came into the house. The old man with a lump on your face. You came again, they said. Hey, goblins, how's my song? Good, right? It comes from the magical lump on my face. What? You didn't like your song? Last time you gave us this fake lump, and now you're trying to fool us again? You insolent man! The angry goblin beat up the old man with their clubs. Ouch! Ouch! Please forgive me, goblins, he pleaded. Get this lump too, the goblin said. The goblin attached another lump to the old man's chin and disappeared, leaving him behind with the two lumps on his face. Oh no! I didn't cut the goblin's club, and instead of losing my lump, I just got another one. What a failure! The badly beaten old man cried all the way home. The end. Thank you for listening to my story. 얼씨구 절씨구 에야디야.
That was wonderful, Jonathan. And what was that? A very interesting story, because it's very similar to stories that there's stories like that with the similar lesson in Ireland, in England, in Scotland, and all over the world. Usually it's people with a hump on their back, but it's and singing to fairies and the fairy king. It's and it's just really interesting, Jonathan, to hear a Korean, that story from Korea. It's fantastic. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone. Right. And actually, Korean famous storyteller, Sir Bang Jung-wan, once said, children's a treasure of a nation and the future of the world. So today, these storytellers offers the future of the stories, crossing the border, crossing the language, and hoping to meet your heart with theirs. And now, let's the story begin. So, and here put every we want and invite you to listen and imagine, grow with them, and we hope you're looking forward to the more many stories yet to come. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. So have you anyone else from Korea about to tell a story? Want to tell a story, Alicia? I noticed on Facebook you put about 5 people down. Any more of those 5 here?
All right, but they are just the listeners. You know.
That's okay. Listening, as we've said many times, listening is important. If it wasn't more important than speaking, we'd be given 2 mouths and 1 ear. So listening is very important. So let's, Louis, have you got a story for us? Thank you very much for, I think a round of applause for Korea.
Woohoo! Thank you, Jonathan.
And David, have you got anything to say to our Korean friends?
I have indeed. I mean, Kim Hyun-jung, who told the Magic Spring story, that's just such a beautiful telling of that story. It's a real favourite. and then Jonathan. I know, Jonathan, you told you retold one of the Gaza children's stories. You told Muhammad's story, Never Give Up, and I heard you tell that with such passion and wonder. And then today I hear you telling the story of the lump-faced old man and the Goblins Club. I mean, I think it's just brilliant, and the humour in the story, and the different voices, and the lumps, and it's just great. I don't know what I would do with that club, whether I'd get gold and silver or I'd hit the lump-faced old man. Just wonderful.
Thank you, David. So, is Louis with us? Is Louis unmuted? Louis, have you got your story, please?
I have. Hello, everyone. My name is Louis, and I'm here for a different style of the story. Called Beauty of the Beast. I love it so much. I watch it on Apple all the time. Now I can tell you this story about CBB style of Beauty of the Beast. I hope you all enjoyed this story. It's not similar like this. Long time ago. In the palace, there lived a young prince, which was nice. He's at a palace. And until this wicked witch cast a wicked spell. And she turned him into a beast. Taking all the clothes off. He's been all alone. And he doesn't have any parties. No friends. He has no one at the castle, just himself. But one day, Bella, the girl who calls Bella, with her dad, came to this different village to see what happened. Well, when beginning of the story, when Bella wanted to find her dad a Christmas rose from the garden from Briar Castle. Full of the roses, full of them, everywhere. And then the two people, Mason and Casey, came to the dad and sang a song called Christmas for Me. Tell which presents they want. But there's an extra special guest joining in the show. They got live music from the director of the front of the stage. It's wonderful to see them. Bella's best friend Red was there, telling Bella that they got a garden full of roses. And it's fun fairy. It's not a wicked witch now. To a wonderful girl called Rosie. And she did a naughty spell to cast the beast to be so beastie. Then she turns too beautiful. Still wicked and fun on the inside and out. But so it's a stunning, beautiful dress. Until one weird looking day, they came to Honeyville. And she was talking to Bella. It's time for the Christmas lights switch on. And Bella said, I don't think magic to settle. That's what she said. They'll leave it there until the friend of Bella's Red. Something about Rosie! This ruffled my feathers! Bella said, why? What's it to do with Rosie? This ruffled my feathers! Well, and after that day, Red tell Bella a amazing rose to give to her pops. I thought I got an offer of him, the officer of the clan, called the Pride Castle Gardens. And Bella said, is it home to the beast? Bella said, no, I don't see any beast. It's just a made-up story. Come on. And Bella said, okay, let's away to the Christmas Rose. And it's wonderful. Then, in the next part, they sang another song. And it was Rosie. She is wicked from in and out still. Her called her wolves howl and growl. And Rosie said, tastes better outright the beast's garden. And then how grunt tastes better into the beast's garden. Rosie went, no, yeah, no, tastes better away to the beast's garden. Growl said, tastes better out into the beast's garden. Dub down. Not quite. They're both wolves going to right, but Rosie sent them to go left. Growl went the right way, but Howl didn't. Howl went a different way, but Growl grabbed Howl's arm and off stage to go to ready for Bella into the beast's garden. But until Bo was completely forgotten, and he did a wonderful poem to listen. Peppermint sweet with fire petals gives us tree. No! What gives see? No! No. Oh, what's it about anyway? That's what he said. And he's really upset. Have no one to read his poems until came upon the gate and it's got a sparky thongs. Bella came to the garden and take a rose to her pops. And then the beast came. So take the rose back to the garden and put it on the fence. Leave me alone, that's what he said. I just want what you want, she said. It's all of it I left. But the gnome says, how charming. Wow. After that night, Bella was away. Later, Bo did listen and hear a poem to Bella. But they sang a duet song called Dig a Little Dimper. They even got some moves. Dig a little deeper. Dig, snip, water, let it grow. That's a song they love to sing with the gnomes. But the fallen fairy appeared, clearing the song and watered the gnomes. When it keeps saying, dig, snip, water, let it grow. They moved on the side and the fairy was wet. And it's really, really not happy. But she went out to beat and save Bella from the beast. I was not happy. Rose is not happy at all. Want to save Bella. And she said, but it's me and Bella are besties now. Bella! Bella, heal! But not yet. Her pups are missing her already. Then it's time for the Christmas lights return that evening. To the Richard, Harvey, and the other girl there. And the two trumpet and saxophonist. Pops, Miss and Kate are there as well. But there's an extra help from the extra person from Calculators came. His name was Steele from Calculators from BBC One. He came on stage with them and joining with the song. It was incredible. He came. It is a handstand as well. It's on the theme tune for the open from the Calculators music. I came to help just to save Bella and slay the beast until they sang another song. The song's called Beware of the Beast. And Rosie was a brilliant singer, singing the wonderful song, dancing carefully, word by word. Your power refers us across with terrible teeth. I think this is Christmas. Bury the beast. That's right. She sang. And everyone else joined in. And the wolves. And Casey says, let's go to the beast. Let's go to the castle. Let's save the beast. They went off stage, ready for the final part. But before the Christmas Stars Return starts, from the day before Steel came on, GJ Christmas started to play this own GJing. He grabbed the decks, scrubbing the walls into the wheel. The audience joined in. He said, I say Christmas, you say tree. Christmas tree! Christmas tree! I say Christmas, you say tree. Christmas tree!
Free.
But until Rosie was happy, they're bringing Steel from Calculators. And they're ready to save the beast. It's wonderful to see the song. There's an amazing cast. It's wonderful to see them live on stage. But the final part of my story on CBB Style is this. All of a sudden, suddenly, this Thorn Fairy came back with Macy, Casey, Hal, Brown, Steel, Pops, GD Christmas, guitarist, bass guitarist, trombone, saxophonist, and everyone else. Rudy Ivy, Red and Bella was there with Beast, and Gnome came. All of us would, let's save the Beast and let's get better. But until here's always say beautiful Rosie. And then Casey says, let's see what better say for the cage. Guess if they say that, the better said nicely. But it's not Beastie. He's kind. It's thoughtful. What is his poems? It's a wonderful. How can I to say this? And then the snow will go down. And Rosie say, oh, stay beautiful! The precious day! Forever! Beastie! It's never change! Until Bella said, what I want to change? Has anyone ever seen a body change? I am. Oh, I love you. I said, I love you too, Bella. In the end, the hugging. But earlier before Dad appeared, Rosie did say to how and grow taste better and away with Beast Garden. If someone says to the beast, I love you to the beast, how can I love you too, Rosie? I mean, no! Take the best away from Beast Garden! Go! In the final part, when everyone was there, they're having a party. This George, young hound, came to join and said, I love the popcorn. I love the snow. The drama. Woohoo! The drama! Christmas! And then the final part, they sang a wonderful final song, What's Inside. They also give one time perfectly. Then the end to so. As the end of my style on CBB's Beauty and the Beast. Thank you for listening. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye. And Happy New Year, everyone.
Wow, Louis. That was fantastic. Well
Thank you.
done. Well done. Rona, have you got something to say to Louis?
Oh my word, have I got something to say to Louis. That was incredible. I missed the beginning, Louis, but that didn't matter because your voice, your gestures, I just think it was fantastic. I'm so glad I didn't miss it all.
It's a lot.
Thank you.
Baba C, Baba C, what you got to say, Baba C?
Louis,
Yes.
every time you tell a story, you get better and better. I remember the first time you told a story, you were so nervous. But today, you were enthralling, you were enchanting. You keep getting better. Thank you, Louis. It is an honor and a pleasure to hear you.
Thank you, Babsy. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
And for those that don't join us regularly, Louis has been coming to the cafe listening for maybe 3-4 years.
Yes, yeah.
And
Was,
he's 4 years, I think. And now he's started telling. And that was just the gestures and the voice modulation and everything was fantastic, Louis. I can't go without asking David and Alicia to mention. Oh, Avita, we're going to show you a compliment. David, have you got something to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to say to Louis, that was just an extraordinary tour de force performance. And did you notice, Louis, that among the listeners is Bella? Bella in South Korea is here listening to your story. So, there we are. Bella is here in the room. Thank you for being here, Bella, listening to your story told by Louis.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Avita, you had your hand up.
Pretty much what Baba C and Rona and everyone said. Louis, this was like amazing. It was exciting. It was funny. It was so funny. And the way you move your body and your hands and how you do the voices. Louis, you are fantastic. I love your storytelling.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now I'm going back to Korea. Alicia, I see in the comments as people might be ready to tell the story now. Is Henry ready to tell the story?
Henry, Henry, what do you think? You're ready to tell any story? So anyway, before we start, Louis, I'm so proud of you. Yes, I have met you several times, but today you are amazing.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. Yes, you're a brilliant storyteller. Right. You are so energetic.
You too. You are amazing. So when I listened, you are stunning.
Thank you. 자, Henry, would you like to share any story? Because it's not just video and folk tales. So just to share your how do you spend time with Christmas or something with family or any stories, okay? Because Henry just wanted to be an audience because and he's going to tell a story, Korean folk tales, and April. So that's why he wanted to check. And then, so Henry, what do you think? How do you feel today? Okay, you mute, honey. Okay.
Like I loved all the stories and like it's good and I didn't like start the story yet. Like actually, so I couldn't tell the story today, but maybe I could do it another day.
Well, we'd love to see you some other time, Henry. There's the whole thing about this morning is or this after whatever it is in Korea. So it's afternoon in Korea, isn't it?
No, it's like it's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
7 p.m.
So Henry, whenever you feel like on a Saturday morning, on the first Saturday morning of the month, whenever you're ready to tell the story, you're welcome. You're welcome just to listen, but just being here is enough, Henry. Thank you.
Thanks.
So before I get to David to share the Garzan stories, have we got any other young tellers who want to tell a story? Right. David.
Thank you very much. I
know you don't look like a young teller, but you can magically drink that water from the stream, from the spring, and turn yourself into a young Garzan storyteller. So,
but I mustn't drink too much, or I'll end up a little baby.
So would you care to do your techno magic? And
yeah, sure. So as I said earlier, it's incredibly difficult to get an internet signal from Gaza at the moment. It's more difficult than it's ever been over the last 2 years. Think about that. And but 2 days ago, I hosted an event. Free the Bee, marking 2 years of the project Tell a Child in Gaza's Tale, and I've got a couple of videos. Well, actually, I've got a few videos that I would like to share, if that's okay. And the first one is from a boy called Noor, who's not actually in Gaza, but afterwards I contacted him, and he said he would love it if I could show the video of him from 2 days ago today event. He couldn't join us this morning live, but he would love to have his story shared. And he told a story called The Little One in a Sea of Hope. And it's a story that he created with a little bit of help from his dad. The Little One in a Sea of Hope. So let me just find it. Give me a moment while I share the screen and find the right place. And I need to unshare because I didn't remember to turn on sound. So let's do that again. Share sound, and share. And now you should be able to hear Noor's. It's a very short story, very beautiful story. We can hear you.
Where was I? Yes, I was okay. No, his family needed to buy a new one and needed to buy medicine for his 6 sick sister. But his sister, 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 his The stuff were stuck at the border.
I'm just going to pause for a moment because I realised I started there in the middle of the story. So I'm just going to go back to the beginning of the story. I'm going to go back 2 minutes earlier just to find the right place. Let's try from here.
Hello.
It's wonderful to see you, Noor. We really, really love your stories. You're such a great young storyteller. Noor, what story are you going to tell us today?
The story is The Little Captain in a Sea of Hope. This is the story name. Sorry for the loud noise. 1 second.
Please tell us the story. Please tell us.
Yes. Once upon a time, there was a kid named Yasin. Yasin was 13 years old. He lived in an old tent in Gaza. After the war stopped, a new problem started. The cold weather and the heavy rain tore through Yasin's old tent. His family wanted to buy a new one, but
Noor, are you still with us?
yes. I just when anyone passed by, I stop so you can hear me when I am speaking.
We can hear you, yes. We can hear you.
Yes. Where was I? Yes, I was okay. What was I? No, his family needed to buy a new one and needed to buy medicine for his sick sister. But the stuff were stuck at the border. The trucks were not allowed to pass. That made life very hard for everyone in the camp. But Yasin did not give up. He found an old note and drew a beautiful city with big houses and big hospitals. And he told himself, one day I will build this city. Then after the night ended, Yasin woke up, looked at the sky, and smiled. He knew after a hard night, the light always comes. Thank you for listening. This is the end of the story, and I am sorry if it's like very short.
Noor, never say sorry. The short stories have so much power. And I love this story about a child in Gaza who never gives up. And that's a message that's in all of the stories that you tell us. They're always about perseverance and keeping going in the face of adversity. Noor, thank you so much for representing the children of Palestine in your own telling of that story. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, I need to leave now. I'm going back to my family. I'm in somewhere else. Okay, I need to leave. Goodbye.
Okay, we understand, Noor, but we really appreciate you being here at the beginning of 2026.
Oh, wow.
Right. Well, after hearing that wonderful story, I need to stop that video. We're going to come to the UK.
That was powerful.
Oh, wow, yes.
Wonderful, David.
Yeah, and you're doing very well fighting the techno goblins.
Ah, we did, and he did brilliantly, didn't he? Noor is just such an amazing young storyteller. Say that again, John.
Have you got another story?
I've got a few, John.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got 5 in total. They're all short.
Okay.
Can I just
So,
say,
if somebody
Did someone
talks
want to
while I
say
queue up the
something?
next one, that would be great.
David, can I
Someone
just
wanted to
say,
say
if
something,
the
David.
adults in this world were half as bright and thought things through as well as young Noah did, this would be a whole different world. What a fabulous young man.
Absolutely.
I second that. Yes, it would be.
Well, I
The
think
children of
think it's been
Gaza.
a theme throughout the program. Is that the young people are telling us? I think if we listen to them, I mean, the young people in Korea, they were stories of. They were all stories with a lesson about greed and stuff. And just, I think we just ought to give the world to young people to run.
Hi, I'm Hala from Gaza, Palestine.
you, John. And one of my Korean storyteller, especially Anna, so she is kind of nervous because she's the first time to tell the international audience. So, but I would like to say, but she would like to say Happy New Year in Korean because
Please do, please do.
English is hard, but the Korean is easy for her. Okay.
새해 복 많이 받으세요.
새해 복 많이 받으세요. Happy New Year.
A happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
And also, David, do you remember Liam is here, but like a shadow, he's behind and the computer, but he is a next favorite storyteller. He's prepared one story. So before we finish, he would like to some word for everyone. Okay, Liam. Hello, he's a Korean storyteller. Liam, okay.
Hello.
Great to see you again.
I'm just here to introduce my story in February. It's the tiger and the dry persimmon.
I can't see.
It's international the story of Korea, and I'm going to share the story at February. And
I love the foundation story of Korea with the tiger and the bear, right?
it's like no, but like it's kind of a story of the tiger being scared of just a persimmon. And I'm going to share it.
You're going to tell that in February.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, I'm ready with the next story, if that's okay. And John was very instrumental in getting this book published, Gaza Girl, written by Hala. Hala created the book Gaza Girl, The Gaza Diaries 2024-2025, and it was published in 2025. And recently Hala sent a video of herself reading one chapter from the book, and I played it last month, but last month when I played it I realised afterwards I hadn't shared the video in the correct way, so you couldn't see her and you couldn't see the subtitles, so I'm going to put that on now. Okay, it's very short and very beautiful. So this is Hala's book, The Gaza Girl. It's a chapter called The Sea. So tell me that you can actually see Hala before I start playing. Can you see her?
Not yet. Now, yes.
Yes.
Yes. And can you hear her?
Hi, I'm Hala from Gaza, Palestine.
Yes.
I have written a book called Gaza Girl Hala. This is the cover of my book. I didn't get a paper copy of my book because of war, but it has already traveled to many countries all around the world. I want to thank everyone who helped me to share, write, and share my voice to the world. Today, I will read to you a chapter of my book called The Sea. The sea. Pictures we will never be a part of. Buildings we will never stand in front of. Stairs we will never even climb. Trains we will never ride. Cities we will never visit. People we will never meet on the street. Phrases that we will never hear. Days that will never come, days that will never pass. I don't want to. If you don't dream it, it will remain impossible, my dear. Maybe it will always be so. Will I achieve what I dream of? Believe in yourself, take the first step, and you will succeed. I dream of a bright future amidst all this darkness. Nothing is impossible. Yes, I dream, and everything stops with me. So let's dream together. Let's soar like a bird that no one fears. The sea? What do my words have to do with the sea? The sea is free and beloved by many. It swallows people when violent storms mix with their faces. The sea needs you to know how to swim in it to resist it. This is how life will toss you around just as the waves of the sea toss. The stronger and more resilient you are, the more you will accept it all, survive, and be more capable. Yes, thank you to hear me.
So I did message Hala to invite her to join us today and at the event I did 2 days ago, but she's really busy these days, as you probably know, with her first round of medical exams. She started to study medicine at the university in Gaza. She's hoping to get a scholarship to study outside of Gaza, as many of you know, and of course by buying a copy of that book you can also help her in her dream and to survive. And Hala couldn't join us the day before yesterday, but Hala actually sent a story. It's a new story. It's not from her book. It's a story called The Dog and the Hall of Mirrors. So again, if you would like to talk about Hala, I mean, Manuela's here, who's been such a great tutor and support, and I think, Manuela, you actually helped Hala to prepare with the story of The Dog and the Hall of Mirrors. So Manuela, would you like to speak while I queue up the video?
And David, before that, could you, is there any way of getting your videos louder?
I don't think I can actually, so you might need to turn up your devices. I don't think I know how to do that.
I'm dealing with that by putting the Chromebook near my head. So
Sorry. Are other people having the same problem? Is it very quiet?
No, I heard it rather well.
Avita's saying it's difficult, and or somebody was saying it was difficult. Anyway, okay, I'll do my best. I don't know if I can, because that is a bit of an issue with my laptop. So you probably need to lean in. I'm sorry, John.
It's okay.
So that's the book, guys. And I'm just going to hold up the QR code. So if you're watching, you can pause the video if you're watching the recording, and you can use this QR code to order the book.
Okay.
So, and you can watch the recording later and do that. So this is, oh yeah, please talk a bit longer, Manuela, and I'll queue up the next video.
Hello everyone. Happy New Year, first of all. And yes, Hala is actually in the midst of her exam at the moment. I just text her briefly, and she sends her wishes to everyone here today and thanks everyone for supporting her. We've been trying really hard to get Hala into a university outside of Gaza, because that is now her next dream. The difficulties are enormous, but inspired by your stories and by your messages, we will not give up. And I actually helped Hala, yes, prepare the Dog and the Hall of Mirrors. It's quite a different story from the ones that she usually tells, a bit more. It always has a message, but we've tried to add some humor to that. Hala is well, but living in very difficult situations, like lots of children in Gaza. For those of you who haven't met Hala, she's 19, and she continued studying throughout the war in spite of the difficulties, because she really wants to become a doctor and help sick people. She's always had that dream since I met her when she was 15. And so hopefully we'll make that happen as well.
Okay, I've got the video ready. All right, everybody?
Yes. I'm ready.
Hi, I'm Hala. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Gaza, Palestine. Today I will tell you a story. The name of my...
Hang on a minute. Can you see and hear everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Sound
can.
is much better.
You can see and you can hear.
Yeah, the sound is much better.
Hi, I'm Hala. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Gaza, Palestine. Today I will tell you a story. The name of my story is The Dog and the Hole of Mirrors. So, once, not twice, not 3 times, but once upon a time, there was a dog. Just an ordinary dog. Curious, lively, and full of life. One day...
Sorry, I'm just going to check again. I've got a feeling you can't see Hala. Is that right?
No, we can
No,
see
I
her
can see her,
okay.
but she's not moving.
She's not moving. Okay, because I'm watching the video. So let me get that corrected. Okay.
Moving, but so slowly.
Yeah, it's freezing, wasn't it?
That's much more accurate description, Henry.
Okay, this should be better now. Let me see if it... Shall I go back to the beginning?
It's okay.
Yes.
Now my laptop's not letting me. What's going on? Okay, talk among yourselves. I'm having some technical
I
issues.
think we can go from where you were, because she'd only just said the title of the story and Once Upon a Time bit. So it'll make sense if you go from where you are.
Not twice, not 3 times, but once upon a time, there was a dog. Just an ordinary dog. Curious, lively, and full of life. One day, this dog wandered into a museum. But not just any museum. Oh no! This was a museum made of mirrors. Mirrors on the walls, mirrors on the ceiling, mirrors on the floor, mirrors on every door. Everywhere the dog looked, mirrors. Can you say it with me? Mirrors everywhere. Yes.
Mirrors everywhere.
Shining, gleaming, dazzling. The dog took one careful stop. And stopped. He saw another dog. And another. And another. A whole pack of dogs. The dog growled. Grr. He showed his teeth. Grr. The dog barked. Oh, oh. And guess what? All the other dogs did the same. He jumped forward, they jumped forward. He leaped back, they leaped back. Round, round. He ran, barking, growling, showing his teeth, and everywhere the same angry faces back. The dog barked and barked and barked. He tried to scare them away, but they stayed. He barked louder, they barked louder. And all through the night, until there was silence. In the morning, the museum guard opened the door, and there, on the shining mirrored floor, lay the poor dog, still and lifeless, surrounded by hundreds of reflections of himself. No one had hurt him, no one had chased him. He had been angry only with himself. And that, my friends, is the story of the dog and the hole of mirrors. What do you see when you look at the world? Because the world, yes, the world, will not bring you good or bad
on its own. Everything you see, everything you feel, everything you do is reflected right back to you. The world is nothing but a great shining mirror. So, when you stand before it, stand carefully, stand kindly, stand wisely, and remember, what you see is what you bring. What you see is what you bring. My story did I tell in your heart, let it well. And goodbye.
That was brilliant.
Marvelous, absolutely marvelous. What a great message, yes.
Thank you, David, for bringing that up,
And her story was a good reflection on us.
Well, thank you, Manuela, for getting that, helping to bring that to the world. And I guess if anybody, it's difficult for people in Gaza now to watch YouTube because of the bandwidth is so low. But I know if anybody wants to make a comment for Hala, I'm sure that I and Manuela, between us, can pass on your good wishes and your comments. So feel free to speak or write in the chat. And while you're doing that, I'll queue up another story.
Right, well,
John and everybody, I have been fortunate enough to also share some stories from children in Gaza. And one in particular, I don't know if it's coming up today or another time, was of a 12-year-old girl who actually made
I'll get that story ready now, Evita, while you're talking.
Oh, excellent. That while she was under the rubble, like the grace, resilience, and courage of everyone in Gaza, but in particular the children, it is a lesson that is very, very deep, and we could all really learn from that. I mean, all kudos goes to the children, and I want to thank the children in Korea, some of whom have actually shared Gaza children's stories as well. So thank you to you. Thank you, David.
So this is a story that Evita told brilliantly 2 days ago at the event Free the Bee, and it's a retelling of a story by a girl called Layla, and it was just over a month ago that Layla's teacher, Dr. Omar Hamad, sent the story to me along with another story we'll listen to afterwards. So this is Layla's Blue Butterfly.
In a time when daylight had no color but ash, and in the besieged city of Gaza, there was Layla, a 12-year-old girl carrying a secret with small and great at once. Our children have no homes, no toys, but they have their vast imagination. Her blue butterfly. It was not entirely real. It was an imagination, like a star that had fallen to earth, visible only to those whose hearts are full of hope. Layla's butterfly first appeared under the rubble of her home, whispering to her about another world above the stones and the breath. The blue butterfly was Layla's only companion on dark nights devoid of light. It whispered stories of endless strawberry gardens, a calm sea untouched by wild ships, and a clear sky unbroken by a roar of airplanes. The butterfly nourished Layla's soul and made her dream of a better tomorrow, a tomorrow in which she could fly on her own wings after days of living beneath the rubble. One day, while every breath was taken with difficulty, the sky rained fire bombs. Layla felt a fire she had never known before. Hope of began to slip from her heart, and the blue butterfly started to fade. It whispered weakly to her, "Don't lose hope, Layla. We are here as long as you believe in us. Strength isn't in walls, but in hearts that do not break. Try, perhaps your efforts will succeed." With all her strength, she began to try escape, screaming at the top of her lungs, hoping someone in the neighbors would see her. To every stone she lifted, she said that it was a hope, a light that would never go out. The butterfly was imaginary, but Layla was real. She donned her colorful wings and began to soar. Yes, life was near, and the light was approaching in a moment. Layla felt her heart fill with strength once again. She looked through the small opening and saw the blue butterfly shining brighter than ever, like a beacon in darkness. Look, a butterfly in Gaza. The nurse replied full of sorry. No, Gaza in a butterfly. The power wasn't in the ability to fly physically, but the ability is express other to dreams in the darkest of circumstances. The butterfly faded, Layla departed, and only the unseen track of butterfly remained, the track of hope.
Oh, wonderful.
David, would it be possible to save the last two for next month?
Well, we could. There is just one more I had to play, but that's
one more is fine. It's because we had a nice balance. We've
Sure.
got a nice balance with Korea.
Absolutely.
Some Korean stories, some Gazan stories, Louis' story. It's made a great program.
Fantastic.
So, but I'll give you one more.
Okay.
That
Well,
last story almost left me speechless. Almost.
Yeah, there's one more, and it came at the same time as the story we just heard from
let's hear it.
Layla, and it comes from another girl who's also about 12 and a student of Dr. Omar Hamad, who's managing to get children together online and to share stories. Of course, these two stories are actually stories that they would have written, but they're speaking their stories out. So this is Mena's story, and not the same Mena who did Free the Bee. This is a different Mena. So just give me a moment. Feel free to talk more about that story for a moment while I just find it.
If young people who write their own stories want to come on and read them, that would be perfectly fine. We're not purists in this thing. We don't say, "Oh, it's the oral tradition. You must learn them off, but you must learn." So, of course, it would be great if you did that. But if people have got their own stories, please feel free to come on and read them.
I find it very interesting that those of us who specialize in the oral tradition are being encouraged to write our oral tradition down. But we must do it to preserve it.
So this is another real favourite of mine. This is Mena. She didn't send a title with this story, but the title I've put for the story is the last words of the story. We choose life.
Everybody. I am Minna, one of the survivors of the world of examination in Gaza. I would like to share with you a story about some of the surviving of children of Gaza. In a small shattered neighborhood in Gaza, 12 years old Yusuf sat on a broken chair beside the remains of his home. His little brother was sleeping on a blanket laid on in the cold floor, and their mother was quietly mending torn clothes. Once the house was full of laughter meals and family stories, but now it stood half destroyed, a silent witness to the war they didn't choose. Yusuf missed everything: a smile, house, and school. The building had been turned to rubble weeks ago. Still, he carried a notebook and pencil in his pocket, scribbling, reading like peace and dream. Their father had gone missing their last airstrike. Every night the boy asked Mom, when Dad come back? Their mother said, he is with us in every heartbeat. One morning, Yusuf saw a group of volunteers setting up tents at the school. He ran over and Hobby turning up his film and saw a sky full of drones. He smiled and said, even here under the shadow of we choose their life.
What a wonderful story to end the program with, David. That's. I want to thank everyone, Alicia and her students in Korea. Big round of applause.
Woohoo! Thank you, Korea.
And please keep coming back to us. And I don't know, is Korea still with us?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't. I'm on speaker view, so I need to get back to gallery view. And Louis, fantastic, and stronger and stronger, and David, thank you for drinking from the spring of youth, and reducing your and changing your nationality and your age, and bringing us those fantastic stories from Gaza, and fighting the techno goblins. So brilliant. Please keep coming back and bringing those stories. And thank you, those people who came on to support our young tellers, Rona, David, Avita, and Jackie, wherever I haven't got them. I don't know what I've got. And of course, the young tellers, the young people that came on to support their friends. And I think that's more important. We must so all those and anyone out there in Facebook land and who hasn't come on live, thank you for watching. Thank you. What else have we got coming up? We've got well, tomorrow at 6 o'clock there's an open mic, and Avita wants to say something before I go. Avita always wants to say something.
John, we had that wonderful tradition before with Young International Storytellers, where we went round the room at the end, which I thought was really lovely.
Yeah, well, I'm aware that we've been running for quite a long time.
Ah, right, okay.
John, I just want to say thank you, because without you, none of this would happen. John Rowe, thank you.
What she said, yes.
Thank you, John.
And Wella wants to know if some of her students, some of the displaced Gazan students can join next time.
Yeah.
It depends on the internet connection, really. And there are a few who have been trying, and I think they're starting to give up, because as soon as they get in, they lose connection again. So I think at the moment we're dependent on people's pre-recording, and I don't know how much that's going to happen. But we'll keep. I'll share anything that comes in.
Okay, I am going to go around. And I'm going to go to the young people first. Henry, have you got anything to say about what you've heard today?
I liked all the stories, and then I'm going to come next time about it's how a rabbit tricks a tiger into not eating him.
Oh,
that's always good.
We're looking forward to your story next time, Henry. Louis, have you got something to say?
I do. I love all the stories today. Next time I will tell you a story. This time on a different base story. So, yeah.
We look forward to that, Louis. Bella, have you got something to say to everyone?
Thank you, everyone, for listening to the story and telling the story. And at 2025 December, at this World Storytelling Cafe, I came here and told the story Teiko, and I was really thankful for everyone for listening to my story.
Yay.
Thank you. Right, I'm finding it almost impossible to go now. I'm sure I'm trying to get around the young people first.
That's it. Don't else, just
and I'm
Alicia.
failing miserably to get this.
What about Jonathan and Jonathan first?
Okay.
Yes, thank you for that, David.
Thank you for listening to my story and about the togepi.
Thank you for being here and telling the story.
And Kim?
Anna.
Anna, sorry, Anna.
Anna.
Oh, it's Anna. I didn't recognize you.
It's because you're not wearing your glasses.
Sorry. I'm honored to be invited here.
Nice one.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Now, have we done all the young people, because they're the important people in the room. So, Jackie, have you got a comment?
Absolutely. What a wonderful morning. Fantastic stories from Korea. Louis, you had me laughing so much, and always the stories from Gaza are very moving and thought-provoking. Thank you, John, and everybody.
Rona, have you got something that's about the stories?
Well, yeah, I found the stories totally fascinating. I mean, when you hear the stories from other places where you know these kind of things are going on, that the children have got the courage and the bravery to come forward and speak, always inspires me. And also just what Jackie said.
And I don't know whether I dare do this. Maybe I'll put a time limit on it, but Baba C.
I knew he was about to introduce me. You know, I love hearing, seeing, experiencing the young tellers. And as an older, seasoned teller, I know that when my time comes, storytelling is in good hands. In the meantime, I will enjoy them as much as possible. The young tellers inspire me. Thank you very much.
Evita.
Yes, I'm usually. Yes, I would like again to thank all the young storytellers for their beautifully told stories. I'd like to thank you, John and David, and I'd love, John, in case you've forgotten, I'm not saying you have, to give us the date of the next International Young Storytelling event, and that I will be in Marrakesh then, and hopefully you too, so we could host it right from the World Storytelling Cafe.
Evita, it is always on the first Saturday of the month.
Oh, I will be in Marrakesh.
So it'll be, I haven't got the diary in front of me, but the first Saturday in February, the first, which we're looking forward to here in Henry, and so it's always the first Saturday in the month, which makes it really easy to remember. So, and Manuela.
Hello, John. So I've been absent quite a long time, so it's been really refreshing being back and listening to all you children with your beautiful stories. And I joined the World Storytelling Cafe. I started joining when Louis was just starting, and it was amazing to see the progress you've made, Louis. That was really so fantastic. I'm curious to know who's your teacher. And yes, David's incredible work with the Gazan children, and as I mentioned in the chat, teaching, storytelling teaching, lots of displaced students that are currently in Egypt, Dubai, all over, and I can see an opportunity for them maybe to join in future editions.
That would be amazing.
Please encourage them, Manuela.
I have done. I'm in touch with the teacher, Aisha, and she's already said the fact that you added that bit that they can tell their personal stories and possibly read if they don't want to learn it. But I think we've been doing quite a lot of work, so I think they are capable of telling, just that they like to tell stories about them now.
Well,
They want
yes.
to be told.
That's an important part of storytelling.
Exactly. So thank you for that.
The challenge is, as we all know, it's much more challenging to read comprehensively aloud than it is to tell.
I'm just opening a door here.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And finally, Alicia, who's just gone off screen. No, she's back. She hasn't faded into the background at all. It would be impossible for Alicia to fade into the background. Right. So, Alicia, have you got any final comments for us?
I would like to say thank you. It is an honor to opportunity to share Korean stories with children storytellers. Yes, I'll be honest. In South Korea, it is we need to brave, because when our language is only one, Korean. So my students try to their best and to speak English and stories. That's why. All right. So January, maybe they got a big motivation. Why do they share the story? It's all of you. Thank you so much.
I think your students are doing very well with the English. Oh, by the way, Don, the first Saturday in February, I believe, is the 7th.
Yeah, well, yes. Thank you very much for that information, Babasi. That's good job. Someone's got their head screwed on. Right. Okay. Well, thank you, Waleed, as always, for flying the magic carpet. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. UK time, which is probably the middle of the night in Korea. The adults can come and you can stay up and come and join us to Mike Russ. We're just going to let Norman in, who's coming an hour late. Norman, I'm terribly sorry. We're just finishing.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone.
See you next
Bye.
week. If not
Happy
before.
New Year.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Woo-hoo.